I've been trying new foundation on mature skin. Here are 4 of my top drugstore finds. Hello beautiful people, this is Ann, Fabulous Life 101. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications right now. Over the past 4 days, I've been testing these 4 drugstore foundations. On day 1, number 7, Airbrush Away. Day 2, CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless. Day 3, L'Oreal True Match. And today, day 4, JOA Truly Yours. I'm going to show you the results of all of my tests and get back to you with kind of a summary. Thanks so much. On with the video. Today is the first day of my drugstore foundation test. Today I'm testing out a brand new foundation that I just bought. I'm trying it for the first time. This is number 7 Airbrush Away in Cool Ivory. It's a buildable foundation, comes with a dropper. It says always shake before using. By the way, every day in this test I'm going to be using the same primer, the same powder. The only really variant will be the foundation. The primer I'm using this week is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. And let me get this open. I'm also going to do my applications using a foundation brush every day. Okay, this comes in a dropper. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just start putting it on my hand. And then go from the hand to the face. Yeah, this kind of container does it a lot, does not come out, which is good. It keeps you from wasting foundation or from spilling. So anyway, I've got it on my brush. I'm going to start going around the cheek, the mouth area. I did my eyes and brows and concealer prior to doing the foundation. I have not done my lips yet. I'll do that final touch. A couple more drops. It feels very soft to the skin, very silky. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a few of these drops because they come on so fine. I'm going to put them on my fingers and actually sort of touch up with my fingers and then smooth it out with a brush. Oh, it feels very soft, very velvety. I'm liking the feel of this. It feels natural, like your skin, but softer. Okay, let me go off camera. I'm going to do my lips, my cheeks, a little touch up, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've done my lips, a little blush, a little highlighter. And I've got to say, this is probably the silkiest foundation I've ever tried. The only possible exception would be a little sampling of the Chanel Velvet that I once tried. I love this. It's called Airbrush Away Foundation by number 7. It is the softest to my skin that I've ever known. I think I did pretty good with the color match. Everything is kind of hit and miss now with testers closed. But I'm highly recommending this, number 7. All of the other foundations I'm going to be testing this week have to be really good to compete with this one. Right now, this is one of my favorite foundations that I've tested in a long time. Today's the second day of my drugstore foundation test. Today I'm going to be using CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless Hyaluronic Complex and Vitamin C. This is they call it a 3-in-1 foundation because it has like moisturizers and serums in it. Now CoverGirl was one of the first brands I ever used as a teenager. I'm interested to see how this relatively new makeup works on me. I've already used some primer on my skin. What I'm doing, I'm putting it on my hand. It's a thicker, more fuller coverage foundation than the one I used yesterday. And start by just tapping along my cheekbones. And blending it in. This has a slight fragrance to it, but it's not unpleasant at all. And it does actually feel more like a serum or moisturizer going on. Very rich and creamy. A little bit more. It almost has a little bit of a tingling effect on my skin, but I'm liking it. I like the texture. It's a tiny bit sort of sticky, but not in a bad way. I'm gonna go finish up with the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, just did my lips, a little highlighter on my cheeks, and I'm back ready for my day. This today was CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Aegis Hyaluronic Complex and Vitamin C Foundation. I'm liking this. I'm glad I bought it. I think this was like $14.99 at Target. Again, most places where drugstore cosmetics are sold, this is available. Overall, I'm going to take notes on how my face wears throughout the day, and in my conclusion to this video, I'm going to go over all four of the foundations that I'm testing. Good morning, beautiful people. It's day 3 of my foundation test, drugstore foundations. Today I'm testing L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. Now this one actually does have a sunscreen in it, broad spectrum SPF 17. I still used a little bit of sunscreen before putting this on because in order to get the benefit of the sunscreen and foundation, you really have to smear on a lot of foundation. And I don't really like caking it on. But anyway, let me test this L'Oreal foundation. The color in this is C3 Creamy Natural. And I'm going to start by shaking it up. And this one is just a bottle, so I'm going to just put a little bit on my finger and touch it to my face. And let's try a little here, here, here. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush and blend it in. This is more of a medium coverage foundation. It's very creamy to the touch. This particular foundation had gotten some raves from other YouTubers, so I decided to try it. And for the money, I think it's a really good value. It goes on pretty easy. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more. So for what I'm liking what I see, it blends in really smooth, goes on well with a brush, doesn't look too heavy or too caked. You can build on it. I'm going to, again, as in every day, I'm going to review throughout the day, take a few notes, and I'm going to analyze everything on my final day. But let me finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. Makeup is done, ready to start my day. Again, today's was L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, and this one is available pretty much any drugstore. Today is day 4, the final day of my drugstore foundation test. Today I'm testing JOA Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. This one is available at CVS stores only so far. It's made in the US but inspired by Korean products. It is a lightweight foundation, so I start by shaking, and then it basically comes in a dropper. Put a few drops on my hand, and then onto my brush, and all over the face. It's very, very lightweight, very liquidy. And this was, I believe, $8.99. Feels very light to the skin, kind of cool and refreshing. Very moist to the touch. Okay, let me finish my makeup and I'll get right back to you. Okay, the rest of my makeup is done. I'm ready to face my day. This I tried was Joah, J-O-A-H, Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. And the color I used was Classic Ivory. Overall, I like the look. It's very natural finish, like it says. Not completely matte or completely luminous. It's just sort of in between. I'll see how it does throughout the day. I'm going to come back to you with a conclusion on all 4 of these foundations that I tried. And now for the final analysis. All 4 of these foundations get the Fabulous Life Seal of Approval. My very favorite was the first one I tried, the number 7 Airbrush Away, mainly just because of the texture, the way it made my skin feel. It was just so soft and silky to the touch. It went on smoothly with a brush. I also tried it a little bit with the sponge. That worked. And it goes on great with your fingers. It feels wonderful. Felt good all day, no cracking, no settling into lines. All of the foundations do slightly fade by the end of the day, but none of them were like completely gone. All of them performed well in that area. These 2 both had more of a thicker consistency and creamier. This one was definitely the most luminous, this L'Oreal. All 4 of these are great bargains, and I would recommend any one of them. It really depends on your skin type. None of them really dried out my skin. This one has actually built-in moisture. Also, all of these foundations claim to be animal friendly, no testing on animals. And that's important to me. It's important to a couple of my family members. So I was really happy to hear that. I don't really see anything about being vegan on any of them, so I'm not really sure. I believe the Joah brand's website claims to be vegan. As far as color matches, I did a pretty good job of guessing with all of these. But again, I recommend all these foundations. Number 7 Airbrush Away, that's the one I'm really liking right now. Do you have a foundation or any kind of makeup product you'd like for me to try? If so, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.